As a Richmond and East Bay resident, as environmental justice organizers, as people of color, as people of conscience, we say enough is enough.
Why is socialism rising?
Richmond Progressive Alliance, they had a different idea of what they wanted to do.
Well, they became anti-police, anti-development. I think that if they could ban business, they would do that.
It's like a two-edged sword. They hate Chevron, but they want the money. If Chevron packs up tomorrow, you are doomed. Your property tax is going to double. Your sales tax is going to double. They're going to tax upon a tax.
Introduce yourself, name, title, connection to the city.
Mark Wasberg. I was raised in San Pablo and spent all my working years in Richmond. I consider the city council, the RPA, as a Democratic Socialist Communist Party. That's my own personal opinion. They've been fighting Chevron since Gil McLaughlin became mayor in 2006. Now, she was one of the backbones of the RPA, and it was always against Chevron. We want Chevron out. They think that closing down Chevron is going to clean the air. But I told them, I said, you close down Chevron, you're still going to have pollutants.
Pollution is a big issue around here. And this goes back to when this was a giant Kaiser shipyard in World War II. You know, you can go all around here and find big empty fields that they can't grow anything on until Superfund money comes in here and cleans it out. Hello, my name is Stephen London. I've been a Richmond resident for a little more than 6 years. I'm a LA native. You know, as far as I know, the issues people have really been incensed about around here mostly seem to involve Chevron. And boy, the city squeezed a whole lot of money out of them, maybe too much because now they're leaving.
The Richmond City Council voted unanimously to approve a $550 million settlement agreement with Chevron. The company has been the largest employer and source of tax revenue in the city for years, but has received scrutiny for the pollution it causes.
The company is moving its headquarters to Texas following the footsteps of Elon Musk.
It still operates two major refineries here, one in El Segundo in Southern California and the other in Richmond.
We haven't made any decisions to stay or go yet, but we need real, sustainable, durable changes to the way the state works.
Do you think that there's a chance that Chevron would ever pack up and leave Richmond?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if they did, Richmond would go bankrupt because they paid 30% of the budget. The question is, if Chevron goes, where are you going to get the money? You're going to get the money from the green jobs, the small businesses? That's not going to happen, and they know it.
Transition is, I think, fine, but you know, the RPA basically would love to see Chevron close down tomorrow. What they would do at that point for jet fuel and for gasoline for their cars and that sort of thing, I don't think they think that far ahead. It doesn't mean anything to them. Hi, I'm Tom Butt. At this point, I'm a former mayor of Richmond, and I am president of the architecture engineering firm Interactive Resources. I think it's pretty much a fact that for 100 years, Chevron pretty much controlled the city of Richmond. I mean, back before I even ran for city council, Chevron actually had an employee in the mayor's office. And of course, Chevron was a huge backer of campaigns, and you know, the famous election was 2014. They put $3 million, which is a lot of money in Richmond, into backing a slate of candidates, and all their candidates lost. And that was kind of the turning point for them, where they went from owning Richmond to not owning Richmond.
No more pollution. That is a message from a unique protest in the Bay. Climate activists took over part of the East Bay, demanding changes at the Chevron refinery.
Dozens of people gathered outside the gates of Chevron's refinery in Richmond to protest what they believe are crimes committed by the oil company.
I think the secret to the RPA's initial success has to do with Chevron. I'll give them credit. You know, they identified an issue in Richmond that had enough sympathy that they could win an election on it.
Chevron prefers that we not focus on its corporate responsibility to pay taxes and its negligence in operating a very dangerous refining operation in our community.
I think the public message that they put out there is that we're out there for you, the average Joe, the average person who lives here in this community, and we want to do things that improve the quality of your life. They, on a public side, very derogatory and negative about Chevron. We need to change the dialogues or the conversations that we're having so that this works out better. The refinery, they have, gas emissions. They've got, things where sometimes people can't go out of their houses because they have a problem. I understand that stuff, but also they provide a lot of other things, that help, that are very supportive of the city. You wouldn't be able to offer the benefits that you do without that. And how would you replace that if all of a sudden, overnight, that disappeared?
Now they're just minding their own business. They're just out there refining and trying to stay out of the headlines. And I will say, one thing the RPA did that is hard for me to criticize is that they threatened to pass or to put on the ballot a measure that would tax Chevron heavily. I'm pretty sure that Chevron looked at this and realized that it was litigation proof and that they were going to have to pay out a lot of money. And so they settled it. The city got a $500 million settlement out of it, which is a huge amount of money.
I mean, for Chevron, they felt, okay, this is the cost of doing business. It was reasonable for them.
You don't really want to, kill the golden goose. You just want to squeeze a bunch of eggs out of them. So that, that may have slightly backfired. Who knows?
They have some idea that this $500 million we got, that they're going to use this money to get rid of Chevron. They think that these small green jobs are going to take the place of Chevron. Well, it's not going to happen. Because when I was out there, I was making $1,400 a week. All the overtime I wanted. Where else can you do that at a green job? You can't do it.
Maybe they can be looking at some alternative energy things and incorporating that into part of their plan and what they're doing. And I think there's a better case to be made for trying to work out arrangements with Chevron of more community help on things than just them vilifying them. Because you're not getting anywhere.